All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sorry. Next.
Sorry, next. Number 3 is alive in the house.
We are here in the house. I'm so proud of us.
I'm so proud of us too. 3 weeks in a row. This is game changing.
I know. And I was the late one today.
Thank you very much. I knew I had a 3 o'clock out for the other things I was doing this week, and I had to race out of the school and stop volunteering. So I'm like, I have to meet Krista. I cannot be the jerk that is constantly late for our appointments because she has far more appointments in her calendar. Mine are like requirements I need to get done within the week, within the month, like for cutting commercials or for sending out reports for the packaging company I also work for. But Krista has like client meetings all the time. So I know her schedule is harder to weave in and out of. So I was on time today within a few minutes. And she's like, oh no, I'm going to be 30.
I know. Yes. I know. I was like, sorry, Dylan. We're going to be closer to on time today, but was with the client and actually got a scalp analysis at one of our clients. They have this tool that they look at your scalp and will let you know like healthy bacteria and products to use to help your scalp and hair growth. And it was pretty cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Especially postpartum, that would be a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the women, once you've had kids, it wreaks havoc on your hair. Like I still always have the baby hair phases coming in and out.
Yes.
But it's also just a way for them to sell you stuff too.
Yeah. But I mean, I liked it. So I bought some products.
Okay.
And I'm excited to try. So we'll see.
Krista with the long hair is going to be coming in next.
Yeah, right. My thin hair. Yeah, I have to wash every day.
All right. Sorry, next though. We have too much good stuff to get to today.
Yes. And you know what? The stories are real, but the names have been changed to protect the guilty.
We got some stories to tell today. We're fired up.
Boy.
We're fired up.
Yes.
First of all, the Super Bowl was aired since we last spoke. And Krista and I were discussing tailgate foods, and we watched her husband, the Suits podcast, the Suit Up Sports podcast, which is great if you need to find more podcasts with a similar setting to watch.
They're just over there.
They're just over there. But anyway, they were talking about their favorite tailgate foods, and we were talking about who's hosting and what you guys are going to do. And you ended up with the interesting bath guest.
There was a pig. There was a pig in the bathtub. There was a pig in the bathtub.
I told you it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyone that owns a smoker has had a pig in their bathtub, or anyone that doesn't own a commercial restaurant, like a cooking space, has had a pig in their bathtub. It's the only space large enough to fit a giant animal carcass and keep it on ice so you can eat it later.
I mean, when he was telling me what he wanted to do, so this is him and some of his best buddies, and Dylan helped quite a bit with it too. And I was like, what are you doing? Where we're smoking a whole pig. It's going to be great. It's going to be so awesome. And I'm like, I don't want to see it. I don't like, as long as it's just you do you, that's fine. I'm not cleaning it. I'm not nothing. And so after we filmed our last podcast, we were talking about it and that he was picking up the pig the next day. And Gwen's like, it's going to be like in your bathroom or something. And I'm like, no way. It's not anywhere near our house. No. And the next day, DJ calls me and the Suit says, hey, we have to put it in the downstairs bathroom in the bathtub.
I know. Did he hear me say that? Like, did I put the idea in his head? Was it one of those like he overheard me? He's like, that's a damn good idea. Well, I had to leave my car here for a couple days after our last podcast because I'm a responsible adult now.
Exactly.
I have grown up. And so I, left it, and then I just got busy, and you can Uber in the burbs, or my mom friends just drove me around for a couple days doing what I needed to do. So I finally came back to get my car, and because we don't live close, so it's not that easy just to jump over. But we were going to a show last time, and I, was having some beverages and whatnot. And I didn't want to find parking by myself, girl in a parking lot at night. I'm thinking about all the things now.
No, that was smart.
Thank you.
Yes.
And so, I finally came back to get my car, and I walk inside, and I'm like, let me see this pig in your tub. I said, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. And Krista's basically a vegetarian, so I don't even know what she's going to do with this.
I don't know, but when I had to pee and I'm peeing, and then I'm like, there's a pig right next to me. It was covered with ice. You couldn't see, but then, DJ, he's having problems with his back and leg. And he's like, we need to put more ice on the pig. And I was like, don't you ask me. Don't you ask me to put ice on that pig.
I actually also would have recommended making the bathroom out of order. Like, I would not let anyone pee or in there. Why? There's a pig in there? I know there's like aerial bacteria. What? Like bacteria in the air?
Yeah. I don't know if it's aerial, but
that's
something like aerosol, something.
I just wouldn't have allowed that bathroom to be used.
I want, like, would you have allowed the pig in the bathroom? That was what I want to know. Like,
I
Who would
like to think I have that power to say no because I don't want that to happen, but it's happened to me. It's
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
I try to say no and hold my ground, but we're all pushovers in the end when it comes to what someone else's
Yeah.
plan is.
Yep.
It always happens, right? You just got to deal with it and move on. Like, is it worth getting in the fight over? Is it worth really putting your foot down? Like, which
Yeah.
battles do you want to win or lose?
Right. And I was like, why our bathroom? Why can't it be our neighbor's bathroom?
Well, it wasn't. It's like your guest one
That's
downstairs.
true.
It's
That's
not
true.
like
Yeah.
anyone's. Like, it's not where you're doing your face mask at night.
No, the pig was just hanging, chilling.
All right, but did it taste good? Did you eat it?
No.
Would you have if you had known it wasn't in your bathtub?
No, I don't. I'm not a big, no, but everybody said it was great. Everybody loved it. My grandma was upset that my parents didn't bring her home because she was so excited. She's always wanted to do that. And she was upset she didn't get any barbecue, but
Always wanted to do that? Eat a pig from a tub or be
like
a pig
roast a
picking?
whole pig.
On a spit.
Yeah.
I mean, he went all the way too. He had the head on there. Did he put the apple in his mouth?
No, because I guess their jaws get really tight and it's hard to get. No,
Yeah,
so
nobody
but the
likes
pig was just
lockjaw.
like, literally.
It was smiling. It was
I
cheesing.
don't know.
We'll put up a picture. We'll share it too. when
Yes,
we air the
yeah.
episode.
Dylan's got a lot of great content that we could put up. Was it good, Dylan? Yeah,
He likes barbecue.
he does.
Okay,
Yeah,
I like it.
The boys loved it. It was fun. It was.
I will say
was
about
fun.
the Super Bowl to recap that too, that the game was interesting, right? I don't think anyone was expecting the Chiefs to choke like that. And we're not the sports people, but we'll give you our take on it. I kept waiting for the conspiracy theories to come out that Taylor and Travis have already broken up and that's why his morale is low and that's why they're not showing her. She was there, but they weren't really showing her much. And I'm like, that's why she's wearing black.
Yeah.
Because she's in mourning. And then, obviously that wasn't the case. They just couldn't get the run started. And I don't know. I won't talk sports like I know more, but
Yeah.
It was an okay game to watch, I guess. I do love all the commercials. The halftime show was what it was. I mean, I really loved Kendrick Lamar's jeans. I said it right away at the party I was at.
I think that was the best part of the halftime show was his jeans.
The days after, I was like, everyone agrees with me. I should have posted about it, which I didn't. But the room I was in, you guys heard me say it. You neighborhood suburban moms, you heard me. I know. Wow.
Those flare jeans are back.
God, that was a good fit. He had a good fit. They were I'm a tall girl, so I like. You got to get the length right.
Yeah,
he did a good job getting the length right.
I couldn't understand what he was saying, but I loved his jeans.
I liked the patriotic colors. And then I got down the rabbit hole of a lot of the posts about what the show meant. And are we getting the message? Are we being sheep? Are we woke? And I just would prefer not to engage in those kind of headaches. Not headaches, but I don't want to get into the civil rights movement about it. I just wanted to enjoy a show and listen to music. And I think your creativity is allowed to be whatever you want.
Yep. I have to say my favorite halftime show was Aerosmith, Britney Spears.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
I thought last year's was really good too, because you want to have a sing-along, I think. Yeah. And then I wonder if it's a generational thing. Like, I didn't know any of Kendrick Lamar's songs, but the people that did they think it was an awesome show? Is it, if you know the words, you're happy?
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, sorry, Kendrick. I like your jeans, but
next, moving on from that. And so now I see all these reels with women putting on those flare jeans and flip-flops and like Letterman jackets and walking, and reminded me of the reels you like to indulge in with the eating.
I tried to send you some the other night. It could have been last night when I was up in bed scrolling. I was like, I need to send all these to Krista to infiltrate her algorithm. I even had which I totally believe in this conspiracy that it really happens. Like, a client or someone at work from radio emailed me and said, hey, have you ever heard of this product called Lumen? And I'm thinking like the body deodorant, but it's not. It's like you breathe into it and it tells you when you need to have a carb, when you need to have sugar. Like, it helps.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah. But I literally, as soon as I replied to the salesperson about would I work with this product, it's in my dang Instagram reel of someone going, and you're breathing, and it's like, you need to be carb light today. You need to be protein heavy today. And I'm like, maybe that's what I need.
Yeah. I wonder if it works.
I might be able to find out and let you know.
I mean, it's interesting.
Sponsored by Lumen.
You like breathe into it or something, right?
Yeah, you breathe into it and it tells you what your body needs that day to be at either calorie burning, if that's what you want, muscle building, muscle repair. I mean, I haven't gotten the deal yet, so I'm not too informed. But I mean, I said that word 3 times and then typed it, and now the ads are there. So somebody's got this system
They're listening.
dialed in.
I keep getting these weird reels. Speaking of, I don't know why, if I'm looking up nighttime routines or something, but these women that are putting in things in their hair, like these dry curlers and
The
tape on their
towel?
mouth, and then it's just crazy. Yeah. And then castor oil, like packs on their stomach, and they're like, all right, ready for bed. And I'm like, that took an hour. I'm just happy that I can wash my face and,
You know what I think about those people that are doing that much before bed?
so much.
I think that they don't drink at all
Oh.
because they have a
We
whole
can't be friends with
lot of
them.
time. I mean, we can. We'll just invite them to hang out slightly less
Mhm.
because we have less in common. But I think that if you are dedicating that much time to your nighttime routine, you're not up drinking with your spouse at the end of the day, unwinding together,
Okay.
or you don't watch a lot of TV, you're not binging your shows, you are choosing to dedicate that much time to that nighttime routine, which I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to read my book, which I get to do maybe once a month.
Yeah.
I am lucky if I wash my face, but
Yeah.
it's because I'm choosing to spend my time having a cocktail with my husband or meeting a girlfriend out or tucking my kids in, and then dang, I'm so tired. I got to go to bed.
Oh my God.
It's always one of those three things, probably.
Yeah. I don't have time to put on the chin strap. Like chin strap. And I'm like,
Google it though. The mouth tape is highly controversial.
yeah.
Highly. If someone posts it, you are looking for the internet trolls to attack you. Mark my words.
Okay.
If you mention you're going to do the mouth tape, you're going to go down in flames. You better have a thick
Ooh.
skin because they're coming at you to say how dangerous it is, or did a doctor approve that, or I don't even want to get involved, but I've just heard horror stories about stuff like that.
I wouldn't want anything like over my mouth. I don't know. I
was voted shockingly most likely to host a talk show as my high school senior superlative, most talkative. And so the picture we took for the yearbook was us with duct tape over our mouths.
Oh my gosh.
Me and Scott. Where you at, buddy?
Look
Cheers
what's
to you.
Now.
I have a podcast and my friends listen to it.
Yes.
Oh, Krista got recognized the other night. Sorry. Next, let me bring this up.
Oh, next.
We are at a concert. I forgot to even mention that I wanted to remind you of this, but we're at the concert the other night, and I'm saying hello to someone, meeting some friends. Like, we're in the VIP area that Krista hooked me up and got me into. And I'm saying hi to this woman, and she's like, by the way, I'm so psyched about your podcast. It's been going so well. And I'm like, thank you. We're having a lot of fun. We're just figuring it out. And she goes, oh my God, that's Krista. She saw you over my shoulder, and she goes, that's Krista from the podcast.
Oh my
God. And I was like, oh, yes, it is. Come say hello.
And we took a photo. I was like, what's happening?
I was so excited for you. That was awesome.
And we had a photo with Pat McCrory too.
We sure did. And I told someone that. I'm like, yeah, Scott Clark was there, Pat McCrory. Yep. There were, this person, that person, musicians, record reps, all kinds of people. It was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. It was great. And then even today, I'm at the school volunteering, and this mom's walking in to sign her kids out early to go to ortho or something. And she's like, oh, it's so funny seeing you. I was just listening to your podcast on the way in. And I said, get out. You were? I said, thank you.
Oh, I love it.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, we love the feedback. We love it.
Except if my sister tells me to move the damn plant one more time.
No.
I'm coming at you. Coming at you. Leave my plant alone.
It looks good.
We're troubleshooting. We're going to figure it out.
We're troubleshooting. We like the feedback though. We love it. So, give us your feedback. We want to hear from you.
I mean, we're not going to listen to you.
Probably not, but
sorry.
We might. We might.
This cremant is delicious, by the way.
So good.
A fancy friend gave me this.
We left the bottle downstairs, but yes, this is very good.
Krista has frozen cup holders too. This is a cup holder on ice.
This was actually a gift from the suit.
Is this one of your Valentine's Day gifts for the month of giving?
Not this year. No, I know, but he's doing so good. He got me a cool journal last night, and it's just really cute, thoughtful.
He wants you to start writing down your thoughts instead of telling him.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
It's your word count is too much, so just write it down.
He got me a wearable blanket.
A poncho?
It's what it looks like. But it's super comfy. One of the kids will probably take it.
They got
I can see Connor. He's like, no, I like this.
I like this. Well, good job, DJ. I keep being shocked.
I know. I mean, he hasn't missed a day.
It's amazing.
I know.
So does it end on Valentine's Day or end at the end of the month?
I don't know. Stay tuned.
Time will tell. I guess we'll report back next week.
We will. Yes, I know.
Will you be disappointed if it ends on Valentine's Day?
I don't think so. I think it's just sweet, and I haven't done anything for him.
I don't think Valentine's Day is supposed to be for the girl. I don't think we're really supposed to do anything. You're supposed to point out you're supposed to let us know how lucky you realize that you are.
Yeah.
If it really comes down to it,
Yeah.
in my mind.
Yeah.
There were times, I mean, I had the gifts, the stock presents I always gave a guy on Valentine's Day. Heart boxers from the Gap.
Okay. Oh,
Hershey
Gap. Okay.
kisses. And then you'd even write, like,
Yep.
even when we're not together, you have a kiss from me. There you go, ladies. And
Yeah.
then a framed picture of us. You put those 3 things in a bag, you are golden. Done.
Okay. Now it's like Lululemon boxers at the frame. I like that, the frame picture and the sweet tarts with little
little phrase on them. I mean, I could care less.
I know. I always get all of the kids something like from us. Even now to this day, I always have them downstairs on Valentine's. And then DJ and I, we normally, I don't know. It's all about, should be all about us.
I mean, yeah, I could always appreciate a card because I feel like men lack stopping for a minute and writing down their thoughts and their appreciation and their thanks. Sometimes they're just not verbal enough.
Yeah.
And maybe women aren't either. But I feel like in my case, I show my love through acts of service. And so I want that to be appreciated.
Right.
So on like a Valentine's Day or a birthday, I want the recognition for I see you. I see what you're doing all the time for us. And so that's good enough. It doesn't have to be chocolate and diamonds and stuff because, you know.
Yeah. So like I'm not as good as being verbal with that. With cards, the suit is very good. Like he's a great writer. So he does really good with the cards. Like the cards are great. So stay tuned. We'll see if he continues this.
I know. I can't wait to find out. All right.
Yeah, he's done good. So I know we have like a really, really, really interesting story to get to. So
the sorry next. Yes.
Next to this next one, which MGM, I saw her at this bar a few times recently, and I'm texting you like, oh my gosh, she's here. I feel like we have to get into that now, right? Like, is this?
Yes, this is 1000% the number one reason I wanted to have a podcast to share crazy stories like this.
Yes.
You've never,
buckle up.
This is going to blow your mind. So let's start at the beginning, even though it is current day and this woman is in contact with us, MGM. Mm-hmm. Current day, she's in contact with us. Let's back up to October of 2023.
Yes.
I go out to this amazing restaurant in Cornelius called New York Butcher Shop. I think there's one down your way too, but it's great up closer to where I live. And I had never been. And a girlfriend of mine, Jax, is going through a bad time in her life. And,
Four-Fingered Jax.
She does have 4 fingers on one hand. She's missing a pointer finger, but the surgeon did such a phenomenal job. You'd never even know she's missing a digit.
Yeah.
And a side note, one time we were in Nashville and found another 4-fingered lady, I swear to God, who'd been in a boating accident, but she's fine. And I'm like, don't move, Jax, get over here. Yeah. And I made them like five each other with
4-fingered high fivers.
It was one of the highlights of my year. I think it was being with my 4-fingered friend and introducing her to another 4-fingered friend so they could be little comrades. Anyway, sorry, next. Let me get back to MGM. So over a year ago, Jax and I go out. This friend is dealing with some hard times and we got to get out. And this restaurant bar is really cool. You can buy a bottle off the shelf and then you can wait for your table and they'll cook you the food, or you can buy it at the butcher shop and take it home. Like it's full service all around. It's a great setup and business model that I really like. So we go and we pick a bottle off the shelf and we're waiting for it to be rung up. And this woman, beautiful woman, comes in with her own bottle, standing in line behind us to buy hers, I assume, while she's waiting for her table. And she's talking about, I need to hurry up and get this open. I just left my divorce attorney's office. And Jax and I kind of go, oh, and we pique our interest because she may be going through something similar. We're unsure, right? We don't know what the fight that we needed to get out is going to lead to, right? But we're saying all the words like, they don't deserve me, I should leave them. Like, you never know, right? We're just, we're hot. Girls are going out. And so this woman's like, I just left my divorce attorney. I need a drink. And so I'm kind of like, I'm always wanted to strike up a conversation with somebody.
What's going on?
So I'm like, you have anybody good to recommend?
Yeah.
And she names a lawyer that Jax had literally just talked to. Like, of all the lawyers in Charlotte, there's a lot, believe me. A lot of good divorce attorneys. DM me separately if you need some names.
You know why? You know why divorce is so expensive?
Why?
Because it's worth it.
It's worth it. Okay, so she's buying a bottle. We're buying a bottle. We start striking up a conversation. She ends up, so there's also a bar and tables and chairs. We get a seat at the bar. She gets a seat at the bar. I mean, it's just destined that
meant to be.
We're gonna start
Totally.
chit-chatting it up with this woman. And she is the epitome of charismatic, social, beautiful. And she's alone, but she knows everyone behind the bar. She's talking to the bartender. She knows the waitresses. She's just very lively and, I mean, enthralling, right? She like draws you in. So we keep talking to her, and Jax ends up being like, I think I recognize you somehow. Like, how do I know you? And then Jax is like, did you go to school here? Did you work here? And they realize their common connection. And it has to do with an ex of Jax's. And Jax is like, oh yeah, he became a jerk. We don't talk to him anymore. And she's like, let me see if I still have his number. She's like, I'm going to text him. And let's just see what happens.
She still had his number.
So MGM texts Jax's ex and says, hey, I got your number from a mutual friend. Would love to catch up with you sometime. And immediately we see the 3 dots. He's responding.
And he's like,
and he says, damn. And she includes a picture of herself because she's a pro. Okay.
She knows what she's doing.
And it wasn't a picture of her at the bar in the bad lighting after a couple drinks. It was a beautiful photo of her. I mean, she was beautiful anyway, but she has a stock photo ready to send. Okay. So she sends a photo and says, long time no talk. I got your number from a mutual friend. He replies right away and goes, damn, honey, you look great. I'm going through a separation. I'd love to catch up with you sometime, but I'm leaving to go to Vegas for a conference maybe next week. I won't have my kids. And she goes, well, that's my schedule without my kids too. Don't tempt me with a good time. And she's sitting next to me and Jax telling us this as she's talking to Jax's ex.
She threw the bait out.
And he took it. And then, so we're just like, then we kind of, Jax and I start kind of getting a little bit of a red flag about it. And we're just kind of like, that was funny at first, but we don't really need to. And she's like, oh no, wait, he just responded again. Because her last message to him said, don't tempt me with a good time.
Right.
And then he replies back again, while we're all sitting at the bar getting they have the Kobe beef sampler. Highly recommend it. And he goes, well, honey, I'm going through a separation, but I'd share my room with you if it could be no strings attached.
What?
So I don't know who he was in a relationship with. Like Jax, it wasn't against her. But anyway, we're thinking, what? And so she's like, I could go to Vegas. Should I go be a PI and report back to you guys?
Oh.
And we're like, no, this has nothing to do with us. Like, we're like, we're not.
How did it get here?
I know. We're like, no, we have nothing to do with this. Like, no.
Oh my God.
Nope. I mean, if it was my husband, I'd want to give you $1,000 to go follow him, but it's not. Like, no.
So women and their PI.
So then throughout just getting to know this fun girl at a dinner, we connect online and start following each other. And then the next day, Jax goes, you won't believe it. I see her Instagram. She's on a plane to Vegas. And I said, no.
Oh my God.
She got on a plane to Vegas the next day after having not talked to this long lost friend. They both mentioned their kids' schedules are the same. They're both single. And as far as we know, they have not talked in 10, 12 years.
But she went to Vegas.
She got on a plane. I don't know who bought the plane ticket, but I do know that Jax got confirmation that he bought her room and that and then we watched on Instagram. She was at the spa. She was in the store. She went to the event with him, and it was all put on his room chart.
Oh my God. She went shopping.
She had some fun.
Oh.
So her name will be MGM.
MGM.
And I just found out that she is following our show. Okay. Or not our show. Maybe just me. I don't know. She's following something. And I was like, I think I know that face. And I went, oh, it's MGM.
But, and two, didn't she kind of update Jax and then all of a sudden she stopped replying or something?
Yeah, because Jax said the next day, she's like, girl, I'm going. I'm going. I got my kids taken care of and I just need someone to watch my dog. And Jax is like, I want nothing to do with this. This is crazy.
This just went into way overtime. Like this.
Right. She's like, I'm not even the scorned woman. I want nothing to do with this. I just, this has gotten far away from me. And she's like, well, I'm going. And then because they were following each other on Instagram, Jax ended up blocking her because Jax is like, I don't want to hear what's going on.
I don't want to
be in this drama. I'm a corporate, successful, mature person who's moved away from
Yes.
this Psychoville.
Like it was
situation.
fun at first, and now this is just
Well, you're at a bar with the
crazy.
girl and you're like, oh, yeah, text him, see what he says. And then when he propositions you, I mean, I'll tell you what I said to her. I said, he just made you look like a her. And if I were you, I would call him out on it and say,
Exactly.
sorry, next. That's what I said to her. But she kept engaging in the conversation. I guess she got a free trip to Vegas out of it, which was maybe her end goal. I don't know. But now
yeah.
you seem to see her places too. And we live 45 minutes apart. She was
Yeah.
up my way that night,
Yeah.
dated a guy up my way, went to Vegas with a guy from up my way.
I think she's been in jail a few times.
Oh my God. My neighborhood, or my community Facebook groups were all like wanted woman. I mean, so maybe she's a for real con
Maybe.
artist.
I've seen her a few times.
Do you talk to her?
No.
Because she doesn't know you. We should show up there together and see if she remembers me
Oh, yeah.
being with Jax.
But she has hit on the suit. Like asked him, are you happy in your marriage? Who says that?
Who says that to a man?
Yeah.
And he wears a ring, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Not all men wear wedding rings.
No, he wears a very large ring.
Never takes it off.
Never. Yeah.
What? That is so messed up to say. Are you happily married?
I bet there are some really good PI stories out there. Like
Oh,
some
yeah.
women, like, because, you know, a woman scorned, right, is like the best PI.
I will say that during my separation, I did go through a separation for a while in my own marriage. And due to the fact that we shared our lives so intertwined, like I was getting notifications, right? You know, you put on push notifications for stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I would get the your room is ready notification. And I'm like, when we did travel together, it was super timely. I'd be like, oh, good, our room's ready.
Mhm.
You know, our phone is the key.
Yeah.
But then once you separate, rule number one I got from all the lawyers I met with, which I'm still married. I never ended up, you know, I'll get to that later. But number one piece of advice I got was change all your passwords. And neither one of us did. I mean, I had nothing to hide, but he didn't either. And I would get these notifications, your room is ready. And I'm like, oh, really? You're on a little vacation, are you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now?
Where are you going? What you doing?
Where's Waldo?
So things like that. So a woman scorned can find out anything.
Oh, yeah.
Anything.
I find you. Like, I find you.
I didn't even mean to. I'm like, I don't even need to know. If you think you're separated from me and you're doing what you want to do with your life, I don't need to know.
Yeah.
But my phone keeps telling me what you're doing.
Telling me. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Anyway.
Oh.
Sorry. Next.
Sorry. Yeah.
From all that drama.
Moving on. Yeah. But I mean, if you guys have some funny PI stories, we'd love to hear it. Like, we'd love to hear it.
I mean, I feel like I'm really good at it. I feel
like you are very good at
unintentionally. Like I saw a credit card statement once, just looking through my own phone bill, not phone bill, but like looking on my phone through my statement. And I'm like, plane tickets to where? On what date? I'm like, someone said they were going somewhere else on that date.
Yeah.
That means someone's a liar.
Track him down at the airport. Where is he really going?
That really happened to Krista with someone we know. Oh my gosh, you were at the airport once.
Yes, I was at the airport once, and a friend of ours was going through a separation, and she was thinking that it was kind of like right in the beginning stages, and they weren't sure really what was going on. They were being told that her husband was in this city, but was thinking it was somewhere else. That ended up being true. But I'm at the airport and I'm like, wait, what do you mean he's flying in now? Like, I'm at the airport waiting for my flight. What gate? You want me to go check?
Put on your running shoes.
Seriously, was running through the airport, and yeah, it was true. Like,
he was not where he was supposed to be?
He was not where he was supposed to be.
Like what you saw him, like he was supposed to be coming in from Orlando and he was coming in from Tampa, or what do you mean?
Yeah, it was coming in from somewhere in Florida, but it was actually Vegas, actually, I think. I think it was Vegas.
Y'all, it is Sin City for a reason.
Like, he walked in, I was like, took a picture.
No, and you sent it to the girl?
Sent it to her.
The wife?
Well, yeah, we're women, we got to stick together. Like, we'll be there if these men are doing some shady stuff. And I was like, well, do you want me to help you out? You want me to go to the gate? What gate is it?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We're the ones that are going to all end up together. Right?
Yes.
These guys are going to come and go. They can't handle that.
They can't. They get no match. Yeah. My neighbor and I joke all the time. I love her so much. We are very similar, and we're like, why don't our husbands just live together and then we live together and we'll have like the really clean house with the really
The pretty
healthy
space.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, okay.
And then we'll go over there for the good food
Yes.
and the games and the
Yes.
party.
And the
but then
fun. Yeah.
when they want clean sheet night, they can come to our house.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Everyone wants clean sheet night.
Yes. I love so it's the best. And I know last podcast we were talking about the maid and she comes tomorrow and it's the clean sheets.
Lucky.
Yes.
She's not coming to my house soon enough.
I know.
I'm still in the throes of like moving, sort of. I had the kids' rooms painted. We're switching beds. Goodwill comes this weekend to pull all the stuff out of the garage. And so I'm like,
It's your OCD is kicking it. Did you get those expensive sheets?
no,
Okay, thank goodness.
no. My hands are being tied financially and I don't like it.
It's not fun.
Someone's telling me what to do with money and I don't like it. It's the first time in my adult life I'm sharing an account with my husband where we are merging everything.
Yeah, which is
I mean, we tried to, I think, when we got married. And I'm the type that I like to put everything in buckets, right? Like,
Right.
here's the bucket first, as soon as I get paid.
Yep.
Here's the savings bucket. Here's the vacation bucket. Here's the credit card payment bucket. Like here, and I just move it all so that my literal paycheck account, the paycheck gets delivered to, does get low
Yeah.
because I've moved it all.
You know where everything's going and
when we were first dating and or married and made no money, let's remember this is way back in the day where we
Right.
were living more paycheck to paycheck than now. I mean, well, we still are, but he would just entertain customers during the day, have to pick up bagels, go to dinners,
Yeah.
and like it would be an $800 or $900 swing every month that I just was not preparing for mentally with my bucket moving. Like I needed to leave enough cash in there for him to do his thing.
right.
He would get reimbursed every month, but so then eventually I was like, well, can you just put that in an account and you live off of that account?
Yeah.
And then it just like trickled into you have your account, I have mine, you pay for the mortgage and I'll pay for the groceries. Because
Yeah.
back then, mortgages were low because of interest rates and having
Right.
3 kids, groceries are high.
Yes.
I mean, groceries are still damn high, but
Yeah.
then you buy bigger houses and mortgages get higher too. But I mean, those are our 2 most expensive bills. Our mortgage and our groceries were even par.
Yep.
And so it just was like we tit for tatted for a long, long time. And now in our 2.0 version of our marriage, we're trying to really combine everything and share. And so I kind of have to answer to somebody, or I kind of have to account for somebody, and someone else has to help me make the shots. And I'm not liking it.
No. Those conversations are always hard, right? Like
So hard.
the suit we redid this bonus room. We outfit it for a podcast and got repainted everything, a new carpet and everything. And
Looks great.
we were on the same page with everything. And then he put this theater projector in, right? And better internet up here and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, good. What's this costing? I don't know. I mean, it's going to be expensive. And I'm like, oh, okay. And we got a bill and it was
Very expensive.
oh my God. I was like, we got to talk.
So yeah, is that the normal, like what's the normal rule of thumb? Is if it's over $200, you communicate. If it's over $800, you communicate. If it's, I'm learning.
Dollars. Yeah, I'm still trying to, it's still,
Well, hopefully he used the business account and we can get Derek
of
to work
course.
his magic
Yeah,
on that.
we
Get
get
a good CPA, everybody. That's also
we
my
get
advice.
write-offs. Yes. But I was like, I'm really, and he's like, I know I should have asked but it's amazing. And we're having so much fun and we're so much great time with the boys. And I mean, he loves it, which I don't disagree. I just was like, I would have
Sticker shock. I mean, that's like, you're not about to go buy a bag you're not going to buy anything.
Everything's Amazon that I have. I don't like.
That dress is really cute, by the way. Is that Amazon?
It's probably.
So cute.
No, thanks.
Yeah. Sorry. Next. No, but that's a huge amount of money to spend without consulting the person you share the account with.
Right.
I would have had a heart attack.
And I was like, last night we were talking, I was like, I just need you to make me feel better. And he's like, I don't know how. I should have, known what we were going to be spending. What do you need? I was like, just let me be mad. I think I just need to be mad for a little bit.
That makes perfect sense. So in my latest like therapy growth situation, we were told when a woman shares a story, she's looking for 3 things: you to hear her, you to help her, or you to hug her. Men are conditioned to always help.
Yes.
They are conditioned to constantly problem solve. You bring something to them and here's how we fix it. Here's what we do. That's not what we need sometimes. We usually have the answer or we know what we need to do. We don't want to do it. So you need to listen to me, you need to
Mhm.
help me, or you need to hug me. And that time you just needed a hug, probably.
I don't know. I
I don't
needed a strong martini.
know.
But yes, because I feel like with the suit, he's always trying to help. Here's what you should do, and I'm like, I just need you to listen, or yeah. So, but that is good.
Men just are
Yes,
conditioned to only
yes,
problem solve. And girlfriends just like to talk about it to
yes,
ad nauseum, right? We just want
right.
to talk, 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 talk,
Yes,
talk.
yes, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I didn't want anything except for a strong drink, but I was like, I just think I need to be upset about it for a little bit.
No, that happened to me recently where my husband and I were talking about some finances coming up for this summer. We've got his family beach trip, my family beach trip, and then we want our kids to go to sleepaway camp, all three of them. And it's very expensive. And as we are reconciling, I'll say, we are merging two houses again. We are coming back together. I I actually think I'll say today is the date I was supposed to be divorced.
Well, I
And
noticed
I'm
there
not.
is no
I still don't wear a wedding
because you
ring.
need a bigger one.
Well, a bigger I'm
He's
sorry.
still on trial.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's God is great. Life, I mean, it's a story. Like, right, life ebbs and flows, and I'm
Yes, that
shocked
is true.
at the road I've been down. But I'm happy where I'm at right now. I'm happy to be here today and share some of it. But yeah, we're merging two households again. So it's very expensive to think you're getting divorced, to try to divorce someone and then not. And so we're making some cuts, we're making some changes, and it sucks being told no when you
Yeah.
have a plan, right? I am so type A. I have a plan. I know what things are doing. I know where things are going for months from now.
Yep.
And you try to tell me, and in a relationship, you do. You need to discuss it. You need to compromise. I get it that that's fair and that's the right way to do it. It's just really hard to overcome sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, so Kent and I were discussing that. We were saying what should and shouldn't go. And I'm saying, well, no, I think this is for the kids. This should really stay here. And he's like, what's this really about? And then it kind of hit me. And I said, if I cancel this, I'm afraid you're going to rebook something that I think is stupid
Yeah.
or something that you want that I don't want. And then I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
And he's like, now we're getting somewhere. This is the kind of productive conversation. I see your worry and I'm not going to do that. Now I'm aware, especially, but that's not where we're coming from. We need to like
Right.
recover and rebuild and restart.
Yeah.
And so that was very healthy and productive. And I was proud of us for that. But no one wants to be told no.
No.
No one wants something to
No.
stop. No
I
one
need you
wants.
just to go make more money.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Like, yeah, let's just work harder and make more money. I like it.
Sounds good.
I think it's good.
Sorry, next.
Yeah, on to the next thing. I
Mhm.
know. Okay.
Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad we were here
I
today.
think we got some really good stories.
I hope you guys
This
like
was
it.
good. Yeah.
We're pouring our hearts out.
Yes. We love the feedback though. So let us know what you think. We want to hear some good PI stories. Anybody have a pig in their bathroom?
Anyone else love cremant
Yeah, it's delicious.
like we do?
I suck mine down way faster than you.
Well, I was talking more. I feel like that's my problem.
You talk a lot, but I love you for it.
I love you no matter what. And we love you guys too.
All
So
right.
thanks for listening.
Yeah. See you next time. Sorry.
Next.